تفضل يا أخي.
الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد.
اللهم صل وسلم.
We are currently in the translation of the ayah 94 from Surah al-Baqarah. The meaning of which is, say to them, if the home of the hereafter, if the home of the hereafter with Allah is indeed for you, specially, and not for others of mankind, then long for death if you are truthful.
نعم أحسنتم. So the آيات نعم خالصة من دون الناس كما زعمتم. يعني the آيات تقول إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله خالصة من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين. طيب. The translation of Sheikh Taqiyuddin al-Hilali said what? Say, يعني meaning to قل. Just say, there's no need for it to them. Say, يعني meaning the messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم, O Muhammad. طيب. إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة, if the home of the hereafter عند الله, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is indeed, إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة, there is indeed. نعم, indeed is correct here. إن كانت لكم الدار, if كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله. لا wait. إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله. لا, where is indeed? This is an addition. Then Sahih International is more correct here when they said if the home of the hereafter with Allah is for you alone, خالصة, for you specially and not for others, for you alone and not others. طيب, which one did الإمام السعدي say? الإمام السعدي said كما زعمتم أنه لن يدخل الجنة إلا من كان هودا أو نصارى وأن النار لن تمسهم إلا أياما معدودة فإن كنتم صادقين بهذا الدعوة. يعني for you alone. Put a footnote here. الإمام السعدي said, as you have claimed that surely no one will enter into Jannah except for the Jews and the Christians. So the translation again is, say, O Muhammad, if the home of the hereafter with Allah is for you alone, and then the footnotes, and not other people, نعم, other من دون الناس, other people, يعني in parentheses we can say other. طيب. فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين. Then wish for death. Then long for death, the same thing. Then wish for death if you are truthful. Then wish for death if you are truthful. طيب, فتمنوا, هذا نوع من المباهلة. نعم. إما أن يؤمنوا بالله وإما أن يباهلوا. نعم. This is what the Sheikh As-Si'di رحمه الله تعالى said. طيب. نعم. Let's hear it out. Let's hear our translation, inshallah. Wish is better. نعم, wish is better. Ustadh, is it okay if I ask purity fiqh question at the end of... طيب, our rule is always ask your question, and if there is time, I'll take a look at it. If I choose to, I will. If not, I won't. طيب? نعم. And please do forgive me. يعني it's not like يعني we are... يعني I don't want to answer questions, but we get hundreds of questions. It's too much. It's not realistic to be able to answer every question. Barakallah. Like, our translation is, say, O Muhammad, if the home of the hereafter with Allah is for you specially and not for other people, then wish for death if you are truthful. Imam As-Si'di, may Allah have mercy on him, said, as you have claimed that surely no one will enter the Jannah. Let's say no one will enter into Jannah, better. Into Jannah except Jews and Christians, and they should be capitalized. Jews and Christians, capitalized. نعم. This is a good translation. طيب. والله I can barely sit. You've noticed. الله المستعان. طيب نعم. طيب let's take the next ayah. Go ahead. بارك الله فيكم. It's a short ayah.
Ayah 95 of Surah al-Baqarah, the meaning of which is, but they will never long for it because of what their hands have sent before them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all aware of the zalimun.
نعم. ولن يتمنوه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين. But they will never long for it, but they will never wish for it. Huh? ولن يتمنوه أبدا, but they will never wish for it because of what their hands have sent before them. Let's say before what their hands have sent forth. نعم. Have sent forth. I think we should change before them. Or does it give the same meaning? Do we have native speakers? Where's Sheikh Ali? طيب, Sheikh Ali is not here. طيب, you are, many of you are native speakers. Do we say what the Sheikh said here? But they will never wish for it because of because of what their hands have sent forth, or what their hands have sent before them. Sent, not set forth, sent. In parentheses, what they have done. طيب. i.e. what they have done. And Allah is all aware of the ظالمون, polytheists and wrongdoers. نعم, this is acceptable. والله عليم بالظالمين. But there is no need, يعني, we can put the ظالمون as wrongdoers and that's it. Wrongdo, and that's it. Have sent forth, huh? And maybe we can explain it. In parentheses, we say, and in parentheses, we say what they said, i.e. what they have done, i.e. what they have done. So let's see, what did the brothers say on Zoom? We don't really use this example. The one Sheikh uses in English nowadays. What do you mean? I agree. You agree with what? I don't understand. How does this sound then? We're going to say that the tafsir is going to be, but they will never long for it. But they will never wish for it because of what their hands have sent forth. In parentheses, i.e. what they have done. And Allah is all aware. Wallahu alimum bil-zalimin. And Allah is all aware of the wrongdoers. And Allah is all aware of the wrongdoers. This is the translation, inshallah azza wa jal. Which one is sophisticated English? Set forth? No, this is normal English. I meant the sentence of the hand the Sheikh gave. We don't use نعم before them. نعم. That's why I found it to be problematic as well. طيب, barakallah fikum. طيب, where's the brother that said he wants it? طيب, let's read it. How can I reach you? You can reach me on, can somebody send him my number? There's a brother called Salafiyya 73. How can I reach you? Give him my number. Barakallah fikum. طيب, you can reach me on WhatsApp, inshallah. طيب, let's read it. But they will never wish for it because of what their hands have sent forth, i.e. what they have done. And Allah is alim, all aware of wrongdoers. طيب, لا بأس, inshallah. Where's the brother that said he had a question? Last time there was a doctor on the stream. Inshallah, he's here and might know this fiqh. Where's Dr. Akbar? Dr. Akbar is not here. طيب, is it a question to me or for Dr. Akbar? Ustadh, I have a weak pelvic floor, I believe. Is this valid excuse? I can't control urine after, barakallahu fikum, relieving, but not backside or wind sometimes. طيب, first of all, you have to see a doctor regarding this, and he's going to tell you. He might, يعني, give you some exercises or something like that to strengthen the muscles, or doctors know their jobs. So see a doctor, barakallahu fiqh. The second thing is, the ulama have spoken about this in regards to if what comes out is only a couple of minutes after going to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I relieve myself, and then after I relieve myself, let's say I have to wait 5 minutes. Then wait 5 minutes. Then wait 5 minutes. Okay, barakallahu fiqh. But if it's incontinence, you don't feel it, you cannot control it whatsoever. Last time I think you're the same person that told me you have to redo your wudu 7 times. When it becomes that hard, first of all, you have to give yourself time. If time solves the problem temporarily until you see a doctor. So I'll wait for that 5 minutes or 7 minutes, and then alhamdulillah, it will stop. I will wash, I will make my wudu, alhamdulillah. If that's not the case and that you're not able to control it whatsoever, so you start wudu, urine comes out or wind comes out, again wind comes out, again wind comes out, again 7 times, 10 times, then you're not able to control it. And after the wudu, you might on the way, again, this is incontinence, you cannot control it. As long as you cannot control it and hold it in, and it's just gonna come out, then you do what the person who suffers from salas does. What you do is you only make wudu after the adhan. Once you hear the adhan, before the salah. Asr, for example, the masjid next to me is 25 minutes. Your masjid, let's say 20 minutes until iqamah. So 10 minutes, you go to the masjid. After 10 minutes, you go to the masjid. You go to the bathroom of the masjid. You make wudu and enter. Or at home, you make wudu and you go out to the masjid. That's like 10 minutes away from you, or 5 minutes. You go to the masjid. Whatever comes out after this wudu, there's no hukum for it. There's no ruling. There's no, it does not nullify your wudu. And then after you make the salah, that's it. If there is sunnah, you can pray the sunnah, but that's it. The next salah, inshaAllah azza wa jal, you're gonna wait until the time for the salah enters, the adhan, and then when the adhan comes, you go and you make your wudu and you pray maghrib. Afterwards, Isha comes, you do the same thing. After Isha comes, then you make wudu and then you make the salah. Is this understood? Barakallahu feekum. Inshallah azza wa jal, this answers your question. Like, but I don't want you to come into waswas. Don't tell me I see traces or I don't see traces. You're telling me, sometimes some people suffer from waswas. Inshallah azza wa jal, it's not you. They keep looking closely, is it or not? No, you should know. If you trust me, it's not something that's going to be problematic for you. If you are suffering from what do you call it? Continence or incontinence or something like that, which is called salas, you'll know it's coming out. Urine and it's coming out, or wind and it's coming out. Barakallah. Yes, any type of incontinence. Na'am, any type of incontinence. Use pads, no problem. Yes, you can use pads, and then what you do is you change the pad. If I have this, I will wear diapers. Pads, they call them. I will wear pads. And when the adhan comes, I will change the pad or clean it. And most probably you're just gonna change it. You will change, and it's, inshallah azza wa jal, it's not difficult. Carry with you a bag wherever you go, and it has pads and no problem. Sisters do the same at a certain time of a month and so on, and even people who have children that are less than 2, this is something that is common. There's no problem, especially nowadays we have a lot of easy solutions. So what you do for this special case is that carry with you a bag or something that has pads in it. When the salah comes, then what you do is you change this pad, you throw it out, you clean yourself, and then you wear the new pad and you make wudu. Whatever comes out, don't pay attention to it. I would suggest that you wear a pad. Since it comes out, as you said, don't ruin your clothing, because you have to wash your clothing and so on. It's going to get harder. So how about wearing pads? Wearing pads is better. But even if you're not wearing pads, then you make wudu and you clean your clothes, and then whatever comes out, that's not in your control, akhi. It's not in your control. But when the time comes, you have to clean yourself and clean your clothes. But that might become tiresome. So wearing pads will make it so much easier. And don't let the shaitan trick you into thinking that, oh, this is such a hassle. No, well, women do it. What about the mustahada from women? Mustahada. She spends 40 days, blood coming out. There are some women that most of the year they are suffering from istihada. And they are wearing pads. So what? And they are adults as well. So don't let the shaitan trick you into such things and يعني harm your deen for you. اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولوالديهم ولمشايخنا وعلمائنا وولاة أمرنا وللمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. I'm starting to think that you have waswas. Sheikh, you're asking one question after the other. And this is an indication for waswas. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Yes, you need to clean your clothing. You need to wash the clothing if there's urine on them. And I already answered this. I said, wear pads so that doesn't happen. And I at the same time I said, barakallahu fiqh, that you only do this when the salah time comes, the adhan. Now you have to make wudu. So you have to clean yourself, your clothes, and make wudu. And then whatever comes out, you're not responsible for it. You're not responsible for it. But I'm telling you, wear pads. Because you don't want to fall into that. You have a solution, but you're still making your clothing what? Najis. This is problematic. So don't. You have a solution. Just wear pads. Barakallahu feekum. And as I said, don't let the shaitan manipulate you. Oh, this is tiresome. This is a hassle. I don't know what. Salah is... La. Ya akhi, the reward is to the degree of the mashaqqa, the hardship. Ihtasib. Make the ihtisab for the reward with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your sisters do it. When they have istihada, as I told you, they're always wearing pads and changing pads and carrying pads. No. Does sprinkling water suffices? La, washing. Water has to reach and be, because we're talking about najasa now. Sprinkle is not for najasa. This is najasa. This is not najasa mukhaffafa. You sprinkle water when it is a boy, a little boy's urine. That did not eat food. And he's only suckling the milk of his mother. And only boys, as some of the mashayikh said. As for a fully grown man, his urine and defecation, this is najasa. This is najasa. Barakallahu fikum. طيب. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. If I find difficulty changing clothes, can I just pray? نعم. Yes, you can. طيب, wrap a towel. طيب يا أخي. Take towels. That's not so hard. Towels. طيب يا أخي. Put a towel in your underwear or something like that. Bring new underwear with you. Okay? And put towels in your underwear. So whatever happens, the towel absorbs it. And if something happens, you can change your underwear as well. Barakallahu feekum. Subhanakallah.